Now, breaking news, what could be a chilling example of the terrorist threat against our democracy in our own backyard. Right now, the FBI is searching a home in Queens. The man living there accused of plotting an armed caravan to Washington.
Also breaking tonight, a historic vote in the House amid the push to remove President Donald Trump from office. Good evening. I'm Christine Johnson.
I'm Maurice Dubois. All of this, of course, coming less than a week after the siege on the Capitol. CBS 2's Dick Brennan standing by with all the latest developments out of D.C. But we begin with Bauman with more on another alleged plot.
She is live in Middle Village, Queens, with the details for us tonight. Allie?
Well, Christina, Maurice police have the whole block shut down here as they investigate a resident who has been on the NYPD's radar before and is now accused of making threats online about the Capitol. So far, the FBI has opened about 160 investigations across the country related to last week's violence in D.C., and federal prosecutors are building cases of sedition and conspiracy. The Joint Terrorism Task Force is holding 40-year-old Edward Floria of Middle Village, Queens on weapons charges after he allegedly wrote online that he is a member of the Proud Boys and wanted to arm people to travel to D.C. It comes on the same day we learned the FBI issued an internal notice one day before rioters stormed the Capitol, highlighting an online thread. In part, Congress needs to hear glass breaking, doors being kicked in, and blood from their BLM and Pantifa slave soldiers being spilled. The memo said, "Get violent, stop calling this a march or rally or a protest. Go there ready for war. We get our president or we die."
This information was immediately disseminated through a written product and briefed through our command post operations to all levels of law enforcement.
As a result, the FBI says one person was arrested the night before and others had travel disrupted, yet security was not increased to match the threat. The manhunt continues for all those involved in last week's raid. The FBI and Department of Justice say they've received over 100,000 digital tips and have made 70 arrests and counting.
Just the gamut of cases and criminal conduct we're looking at is really mind-blowing.
Among those arrested Tuesday, Metro North employee Will Pepe and 34-year-old Aaron Mostovsky, the son of a Brooklyn Supreme Court judge who's potentially facing 10 years in prison. Photos show him at the Capitol with a police riot shield and bulletproof vest. Also believed to be in the crowd, Cleet Keller, a former U.S. Olympic swimmer, reportedly seen in video wearing his team jacket with USA printed on the back.
Regardless of if it was just a trespass in the Capitol or if someone planted a pipe bomb, you will be charged and you will be found.
Military troops now guard the D.C. Capitol. Today, members of Congress were briefed on extremist plots to surround the White House, Capitol, and Supreme Court to block Democrats from taking control. In Washington state, a man with an AR-15 yells outside the state Capitol. This flyer is being disseminated online and on the streets here in New York City, calling for an armed march on all state capitals January 17th.
I mean, they're openly advocating violence. That in and of itself is a crime.
Governor Cuomo and state police say there will be increased security at the state capitol. And today, Senator Schumer called on the FBI to add all those involved in last week's riot to the no-fly list, in which the FBI assistant director in charge said that's something they're actively looking at. We're live in Middle Village, Queens. Allie Bauman, CBS 2 News.
Allie, thank you.